Okay, so the Deadmines. The Deadmines are, well, an ex-mine that's under Westfall. It was originally, I think, a gold production centre, probably the biggest one that was human-owned. But they were abandoned in the First War, or while the First War was happening. So while that was happening, Lothar was wandering around, well, he ventured down into the Deadmines to look for the Tome of Divinity, but he was captured by some ogres and held captive for like, I think, almost 2 years. He was eventually rescued and successful in obtaining the Tome of Divinity. However, it's now the home of the Defias Brotherhood, which is, that's quite an interesting bit of lore here. The Defias Brotherhood were the original builders of Stormwind City. So they built this huge, awesome, amazing city, and then the human nobility come along and go, this is a really nice city, we want to take it. So they kick out the builders of the city, who are, the lower class, because they were building, their own city, and the human nobles kicked them out and sent them wandering all over Westfall, basically, as refugees, with nowhere to go. So their original plan was to take back Stormwind, or if they couldn't have it, ultimately they would destroy it. So this was when Edmund Van Cleef in Vanilla, right up until the end of Wrath the Lich King, was in the Deadmines, and lore-wise, the Horde shouldn't really ever go there at all, because it's it's obviously an alliance issue. The question is, the human nobles want you to go in there and stop those the peasantry scum from destroying their city, which they actually built. So it's a case of the alliance being the bad guys, really, in this one. I know I'm a Horde, so I'm biased, but still, that's what it is. So at level 60, you go down there and you clear out the whole instance. You destroy the large boat that's in there that was going to be sent to destroy Stormwind. And you kill Edmund Van Cleef, and all is well and good, and that's kind of buried. Then Cataclysm comes around, and Edmund Van Cleef's daughter is there, called Vanessa Van Cleef, and she has exactly the same plan as her father, like pretty much down to a T, and decides to restart this plan and get it going again. So you get sent down there again, and I'm not really sure why the Horde are there. Like, they're there for the heroic instance, I guess, loot, whatnot, obviously, but they still shouldn't be there, because, to be honest, if people are going to go and destroy Stormwind, the Horde shouldn't really have a problem with that. It seems a bit strange, that's all. But yeah, it's obviously, I think, if this instance wanted to be implemented properly, it would have to be like the Caverns of Time Stratholme instance, where you get turned into humans for it, because it's part of human lore, so it doesn't make sense that the Horde are there at all. But I guess they didn't really think about doing that, or it might have been a bit too much work. Who knows? So you go down and you just kill Vanessa Van Cleef, burn the boat again, and you presume that she doesn't have any siblings or children, unless they decide to release Deadmines like Mark III with another big boat in there, because it's really the same instance, just a new end boss, and not really any change in storyline. So yeah, the instance itself is in Westfall. It's underneath a barn in a little town called Moonbrook, and what's different about this, or at least what's changed in Cataclysm from here, is that it's full of refugees now. Like, you go down into the mines. I mean, there are a few Defias stealthed, like Defias Brotherhood people stealthed around, which you can kill, but there are some neutral for Horde and Alliance refugees, which are humans, and they're scattered all over the place, and they actually go all the way down into the mines, like they're hiding there, and there are also orphans there. So I mean, I think it's really trying to labour the point that the Alliance are actually being the bad guys, but yeah, it's a bit of a slap for them, I guess. You know, lore-wise, having to do the wrong thing. But yeah, so that's the Deadmines instance. I mean, it's quite rich lore-wise, I suppose. It's more rich because of the connotations or negative connotations it has, you know, to associate with the Alliance itself. But yeah. So thanks for listening, everyone. Subscribe, like. I will be doing all of these instances in the whole of World of Warcraft with lore. So if you're interested, yeah, come back, I guess.